Alyssa Thomas not only got captured her eighth triple double, but she also surpassed Jessica Shepard with the fastest triple double in WNBA history with 21 minutes and 52 seconds. I'm just curious to know how impressed you are with her stat line for tonight.
Well, when I subbed her out, I didn't even know that she had the triple double. So I was pretty impressed while the crowd was going crazy because the plan was to get her out. I thought she went to the rim and kind of looked like she was turned her ankle, and that was kind of her minutes. But yeah, I mean, AT impacts the game at a high level. She did it tonight in a quick fashion, and she's just continued to do it night after night.
Coach, how much confidence does it give you that even down the stretch of the game, when it's the back half of your bench, when the Sparks are giving it their all,
Yeah.
to keep it tight, keep it interesting?
Yeah, I'm super proud of that group. You know, it's that some of those players haven't gotten the minutes that maybe they like or deserve, right? As a head coach, you got to make tough decisions. But I think it shows the talent level and depth that we have on our team. You know, my hope is, you know, this can give them a little bit of life and energy to, you know, just stay ready. You just never know what's going to happen. But to play them at the level that they did, to only be outscored 3 points by their starters, give it a lot of credit to them.
Coach Satu with 24 points in 24 minutes. It felt like this was maybe the most sort of aggressive she's been in the last few games. Even I know you talked about it weeks ago with her role changing, you know, being a point forward, sometimes being a spot up shooter. When she is aggressive like that, just how does it sort of unlock the extended dynamic of your offense?
Yeah, I mean, we need her shot making. We're going to need it in the playoffs. You need your best players to play at a high level. I was super happy for Sa to kind of find her rhythm. I thought she did it actually at both ends, as well as she played offensively. I thought she competed that much at the defensive end. And so we're going to need that also. But yeah, she found it in a lot of different ways, with the catch and shoot stuff and then off the bounce. And when she's playing downhill with force, she's a problem.
Which it is official now, you will be playing the Liberty in the first round of playoffs. What are your initial impressions of facing New York?
Yeah, I mean, we're seeing the defending champs, right? They're the champs until somebody else, you know, beats them. I think our group is excited. You know, once you get to the playoffs, you're going to play good teams no matter what. We've put ourselves in position to host, which is great. But we know that there's a lot of work ahead of us, and they're a talented team. You know, we've played them pretty well this year. I think our group is confident in what we can get done and how we want to attack them. But they're a team that has experience and they've done it together. It's going to be a great series.
Did this change how deep you think you might go into your bench heading into the playoffs this weekend?
The plan was to go deep into the bench today, and we'll do the same thing in Dallas. I want our group rested, but we still got to be sharp. And the other thing is we want to be healthy, and so we came out of this game healthy. We were competitive. We were in a position to win the game, and that was the goal.
Satu made some big shots for you at the end of the 2 games on the road, and then she had this game tonight. Do you think she's kind of back to as close to where she was in the early part of the season before she had the ankle injury?
Yeah, I mean, that's probably a question for her. I don't think that she probably doubts her talent and skill. I hope that she feels like, you know, any night she can go and get it. In that we want her to be confident. I thought we did a good job of looking for her, and I thought she did a good job looking for shots also. But again, like I said, I think she can impact it in a lot of ways. I think she can impact it with her rebounding. I think she can impact it with her defense, and she did that tonight.
Another coach for Kiana Williams. She just made 2 3-pointers tonight. I'm just curious to know, what have you seen from Kiana Williams tonight?
Well, not just tonight. There's a reason why we kept bringing her back on 7 days. Key is a really good player and probably just as good a person and, you know, you need great people, on your team. You need great people that understand their role. You need great people that, are willing to come in and work and have a great attitude. And, I've just been super impressed, with her approach each and every day.
Nate, for you, I mean, this team obviously dealt with injuries in the early portion of the season. New York is sort of dealing with it on the back end of the season. How difficult is it to not only prepare for games with a limited roster, but especially with the playoffs?
You talking from their standpoint, from a scouting standpoint? I guess I don't.
From your perspective, like having to prepare games with a limited roster and not having that continuity.
Yeah, I mean, I think you always want continuity. You know, their group probably had it early. Obviously, adding Emma has changed some things for them. But yeah, I mean, they have been dealing with injury, and it's not a lot of fun going in. Hopefully, their rotations and confidence is a little messed up leading into the playoffs. No, I mean, listen, we're gonna see their best, and we want to see their best. That's what the playoffs bring, right? And so, yeah, they've been dealing with it. I'm sure it's not ideal, but this is where we're at, and they'll be ready to go just like we'll be ready to go.
What do you think you learned from your postseason experience last year that you kind of carry over heading into the playoffs and stuff like that?
Well, I'm glad that the league kind of redid the series where it's 1-1-1. It's hard to win on the road in this league. Obviously, we gotta protect home court. I think that's going to be extremely important. You know, the carryover is a little bit different just because we're a completely different team. Probably better just for our staff to kind of go through that preparation of the playoffs. I was super proud of our staff and getting our team ready to play last year. Game 1 in Minnesota was like a 1 possession game, right? And we put ourselves in position to beat the team, one of the teams that made it to the finals. And so I thought we were ready. I thought we competed at a high level last year in game 1. But unfortunately, game 2 didn't come back here to Phoenix. So, yeah, I think you always use experiences that you've been through. I'm thankful that we got in last year and I got to experience it as a head coach for the first time in this league, and we'll be better because of it. Oh, you guys were good today. Thank you.